1 2 2 2 2 2 2. One two 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 one 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 two two two. One two two two. Right, guys. So today we're gonna do a live stream about Gaussian splatting and Unreal Engine, how we can import the Gaussian splatting results into a real engine, what we can do, what plugins we have, what plugins we need to install in a real engine to be able to open and navigate into the Gaussian splatting format in Unreal Engine. Also, I'm gonna cover try to cover different other aspects of the plugins, because some of the Gaussian splattings plugins, they're not very friendly when it comes with lightning, like casting the light and manipulate the data. So basically this stream is gonna be all about how to import the Gaussian splatting in Unreal Engine and get the full potential of the splat in Unreal Engine. So I'm gonna start very basic with starting a project. I'm gonna enable ray tracing. Probably is gonna be a feature that we're gonna test in the future, and I'm gonna start create a project. Basically, for this project to work, you need some Gaussian splats. I do have some Gaussian splats. I'm gonna try to see if I can provide it to you guys. If not, you can go on Polycam. I think Polycam, and inside the Polycam you have different different splats that you can download from this app, from some other people that made this one. So if you don't have oh, I'm already logged in. So if you go on explore here, you can download other people's splats and just play around with it. I already have my own splat, so I don't have to do that. But if you want to follow along, follow along in this tutorial, you can go on the Polycam and just download, what it's available here, and, just follow along with the tutorial. So cool. I'm going to close this. I'm going to try to create a project. Gaussian splatting stream. Okay, blah 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 blah. Gaussian stream. All right, cool. I'm gonna go film, video, live events. I'm gonna enable ray tracing, and now I'm gonna go create. So this is basically is gonna create a new Unreal Engine project. My own splat. So this is my own splat made in PostShot. It's already trained. I already made it, so I don't have to worry about it. We're gonna see how we can import this guy into Unreal Engine. I know there are a little bit of tricks that you need to be aware of, so I will explain all of these in just a bit. It's taking a long time. Also, I did a photogrammetry in Reality Scan, I think it's called right now. So if I go here, not here, if I go here. So this is the, this is a 3D model. I've worked on it. Obviously, it's not as detailed as the splats. So if you put them one next to each other, let me see if I can put them one next to each other. You can see that splat gives a much better quality compared with the 3D model. So that's the reason why we are focusing more on Gaussian splatting, because the quality is it's great, much better than a photogrammetry. Cool. So Unreal Engine just opened. So straight from the bat, to import one of these splats inside Unreal Engine, it's I think we need to enable a plugin. So we're gonna go to enable, I think it's called PostShot. So you need to enable dataset PostShot, and then once you enable, you need to click restart. It's gonna take some time until it comes back. So if you look into, on the left side, we have the Gaussian splatting dataset created, and this is the final result we are trying to import in Unreal Engine. And this is a 3D scan of myself, made in the same location, used with the same files. We see that, you know, the quality, it's a little bit worse than Gaussian splatting. I'm trying to do an effect to combine both of them, but that's going to be for a future. That's going to be for a future project. Cool. So now that we have the Unreal Engine open, it's time to actually import the 3D splat. So in my experience, what I understood so far, splats. So Unreal Engine is not going to be able to import a it's a PLY file. So a PAL file, if you import it here, is going to say fail to import the PLY file. So in order to import this file, what you can do, you go to import, you look for your folder where you have it, and you need to look up for PostShot save file. So in PostShot, you got to go into file, save as, you save this and import this save file in Unreal Engine. That's how it's gonna work. The PLY file is not gonna work. So let's do that. I'm gonna import and then I'm gonna import this guy. You see, it's visible, it's imported, and it works. So this is one of the things you should keep in mind, is that the PLY under the PostShot plugin is not going to work. You need to import the PostShot save file. And now let's drag this into our scene. And voila, we have the scene inside Unreal Engine. So if you don't know, to operate in the viewport is WSDA. You go around with the mouse, you navigate, and if you go to Q, you go lower, and if you go E, you go higher above that axe. And then Z is controlling the camera perspective, how wide you want, or C, you're controlling how close up the camera focal length is gonna be. So, you know, just a quick tip for you if you're starting for the first time. These are some of the very useful tools to know. You navigate, Z, you widen the camera lens, C, you're getting closer. Also the Q, you go lower, and E, you go upper. Okay, so yeah, very helpful information. Okay, so one of the things that I don't really like how PostShot is creating this file is that if you see in the outliner here, there is no way of controlling there is no way to control the data set, the Gaussian splat. Like, I want to control the size of the particles, I want to create effects with this, so I can't really do much. And this is one of the things that I want to discuss in the next part of this. So after you manage to get the PostShot into Unreal Engine, I want to be able to, I don't know, just break in, you know, manipulate these effects. Because if I'm gonna put a light on the scene, for example, light, give me a point light. So if I blast this light as much as I can, 500, right? You would see that there is the splat is not casting the shadow. Let me actually see if I type here shadow. Cast has nothing. But if I do cube, for example, if I put a cube here, and if I disable the light on and off, you see, the cube casts the light. However, we are not casting with the Gaussian splatting. So I think the second part of this tutorial is to try to understand and look into other options that we can do for us to create an to create a light that would cast in the Gaussian splatting environment. So I know there's some other tools that some other people have done it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to plugins. Here I'm gonna look for 3D. Okay, so this is another plugin that is gonna read the Gaussian splatting in a Unreal Engine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to enable this and restart. However, I realized that though that plugin doesn't really understand the format type from PostShot. So the next challenge would be to see if we can get that plugin with a PostShot. Probably we will have to convert the file in different ways. But yeah, let's crack on and see, you know, if we can get along with that. Right, so it got back, and you know, if I'm going to how to install this. So I install it. So if I go to import, this is the splat model. PL properties header format invalid. Please check it first. All right, so this is one of the problems that I have importing this file. Okay. Yeah, this is probably good. All right, so what do I need to look into? Okay, so this is the plugin that I'm going to import. Okay, how to convert PL files. To convert PL file, use desktop software like MeshLab or Blender to import it and then export it to the format. Alternatively, you can use the free online version such as file format apps, Mesh.ai for quick, no installation. Mesh.ai, convert PL to text and device. How to convert PL to STL, convert plot files. Let's see if this one works. We're gonna do convert plot files. Do I need to sign in with my own life to get this plugin? Downloads. I'm gonna go downloads. Not you, bro. Yes. Next. Because I have another, for example, if I go back to Unreal Engine now and import, and I go to here, I go to projects, and then I will use this. This is actually the scan from this guy, right? So in reality scan, I did export, and then I go to wave format obj, and then I imported this format in all right, so this is the import window. I'm gonna leave everything as it is by default. I'm gonna go just import. Probably is gonna take a long time because it's a huge file. It has around 1 gig. I mean, it's great, but I think I want more than that. I want to be able to break into this splat data and try to manipulate it, in different ways. Because, it's cool to have it captured, it looks cool, but, we are a visual effects artist. We do visual stuff. I'm a visual effect artist, so I want to be able to, do crazy effects into my 3D splat. That's the point of this stream, is just a way to break into Gaussian splat. So I brought in the scan, the one that I have from Reality Scan, I think it's called, not Reality Capture anymore. So this is it. So it's right here. So this is the scan. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna pull it here. Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. We're on time. Let me see if I actually can, if I bring it to Blender. Just need to, so for people that are new to the stream, or just run and landed on this stream, is we want to be able to control the Gaussian splat in Unreal Engine, but right now with the plugin from PostShot, we are not able to do any changes to the splat. No lightning is casting. Basically, it's just the splat, and that's it. So right now, trying different plugins. Okay, cool. Different plugins to see how we can edit and manipulate the splat. So if you see the cube, it's a cube just imported from Unreal Engine, and then the light, if I disable and enable, we see that, you know, it's controlling, it's casting on the object. Is it? Skylight. 1 second, bro. Light sphere capture sky. All right, that's another point light. Yeah, you see. Sorry, I was touching the wrong one. So you see point light. It's the light casts on the box. Cool. So now we imported the okay, cool. Now we imported the mesh. This is the mesh from reality capture. I'm going to increase it by 10. Oh no, lock this and now increase it. No. Unlock 1, lock 10. Lol, what the hell? I'm gonna import it back because this is a little bit. So I'm gonna scale it 10. Oh, look at me. So this is the 3D scan. How big is it compared to this? I think a little bit bigger, 45. Okay, pum. We're gonna try to match it. So it's the same thing. One is the splat and one is the 3D mesh. Okay, so I think now it's too big. So we're gonna enable this to be able to control the scale a little bit better. And I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna see on the legs. And then in the back. So I think that's pretty much me. We're gonna go here. Cool. Now I'm going to, no, I'll leave it here. Clean up. So this is my 3D mesh. So if I go to the point light, you see, I can control the light. The mesh is going to cast my light, but Gaussian splatting not. Fuck. Okay, so point light. Anyway. So what options do we have? I download one of the converter. So this converter file star. I'm gonna go file star, file star. Let's see what this one does. File star, I am going to Gaussian splatting. I'm gonna import this. What would you like to do with this? Convert to all right, let's convert to OBJ. So OBJ, I'm not sure this is the first time doing it, so guys don't know much about it. So let's see. We are trying to convert the PLY to OBJ. All right, cool. So output, open folder. Okay, so we do have the file. cool. Let's import it into Unreal Engine. Blah, blah, blah. I don't need that. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go here. If you control and zoom in and out, you are able to control the thumbnail size of these folders. So yeah, good thing to know. I'm gonna create a new folder called PLY to OBJ. I'm gonna click this, and this is the file. Oh, it's not gonna work like that. Is it? I'm gonna just try to import it here. Should work. All right, I usually leave this ones as it is by default. I don't touch none of these things. So I'm gonna just hit import. There will issue with the import show message log. All right, so that plugin doesn't really want to work. Okay. So let's Google the question, why the... So if I'm going through import, import. So if I'm going to import splat, it's a PLY format, right? What does it say? Okay, let's copy this. I can't copy that. So what I'll do this. PLY properties header format invalid. Let's check it first. Okay, so probably someone, if you don't know how to fix, your problems, somebody online has already had this kind of issues before. So just check it out, go there, and pom. So we added support for generic plain header just to please try again and contact me. So same issue here. Error code is in the same PL properties header format. Please check. I can provide all necessary files if needed. We added support for generic PLY header file in the just released V1.12 plugin. Please try and contact me. Fix for files from Polygon would be very thanks in advance. Some fix the problem by converting it to. All right, so somebody actually fixed the issue. If you can see, I somehow fixed the problem by converting it to the cloud compare format and back to the PLY, and it worked. I use for it. It's still an issue that should be fixed, so it wouldn't need any extra steps like this. I'm getting the same error working with PI files from any recommendation. Same problem here. Hello fixed. Name your original PostShot original. Oh man, I don't really want to check links from other people, but I might be forced. So they're saying, hello fixed. Name your original.ply PostShot original ply. Let's see if this one works. I am going to delete the file that I have. gonna open a new file explorer. I'm going to Unreal Engine, projects, and here I have the scans. A lot of scans are happening here. So I think this one is the, okay, so if I do this, and I think it's, and run this Python script, it will fix and generate the correct header with a PL file that actually imports the same problem. Okay, I'm not gonna open that import. This is it. The naming file changed. It's loading right now. Okay, invalid problem. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, all these needs to go into a different folder, to be honest. Files and assets. I'm gonna pop them here, all of them. This is the plugin. Let's see what this guy is saying here. I'm gonna go to downloads. I'm gonna go to Unreal Engine, Lightforge, project references. Yeah, so you know we're still trying to get down to this issue, how to import the PLY file into presets. Motion, not here. Project, file and assets. Let's see what this guy is. Extract here. Cool. So convert PostShot to Unreal Engine. Convert. All right. So this is file import, post original play output. Okay. How to run this one into? Hello. I fixed it. Name your original PLY file, PostShot original PLY, and run this Python script. It will fix and generate the correct header with a PLY file that actually imports. I do think I have the Python. Okay, CMD. I'm trying to run the Python script. Don't know if it's gonna work, to be honest. I don't know. CD file assets convert PostShot to. Okay, I'm gonna bring this here. Run PostShot. Or no, it's run. It's this. Run this file. Run. No. Anyone knows how to run a Python script? Obviously, ChatGPT, bro. ChatGPT. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. How do I? I'm gonna close this, guys, because you know. How do I run a Python script? The two files needs to be run to the script. Always, always, always. If you don't know how to do stuff, just go ChatGPT. Convert from to the Python script. To run the script, fix your printer. Here's what you need to do. Install Python, open Python versions. Copy 3.10. If it's shown, then you're good. If not, download. Okay, pull the files together. From your screenshot, both files are already in the same folder. So let's go see the. Can I do this? All right, do the commands in for this path. And I'm gonna paste my path here, the ones that I have. Since, okay, I are in open in a CD. Okay, cool, works. Run the Python script, Python convert, blah, blah, blah. Run the Python script, yeah. It's running. Ooh. I mean, it didn't give us an error, so I think it's gonna run. Wait for it. The script will process on an issue, should create a new PLI file. Right. Okay, so we just created a new version of this PostShot. For anyone who wants to look into this, this user, thanks for this user, created a script that would convert the PLY file, the one we exported from PostShot, not this one, PostShot, and re-exported it into a different version for Unreal Engine. Now it's gonna be the moment to see if we can actually import this into Unreal Engine. So that's what I'm about to do right now. So I'm going to convert, I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna import, I'm gonna paste that path, and this is the file. This is the one we had originally from PostShot. So this is the one from the conversion. So fingers crossed, guys. This is very exciting. Hopefully it's gonna work. Drum roll. Drum, drum, drum. All right. It's actually working. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Yes, guys. So we have the PLY imported in PostShot. Cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to this and this, put them into a folder and rename this. Edit, select, move. How do I rename files in Unreal Engine? Edit, rename, F2. Gaussian. Okay, so I'm gonna disable this for now. Oh wow. And I'm gonna import this. So we have 4 assets. One is PostShot original, PostShot Unreal Ready, PostShot Unreal Ready Actor. I don't think we need this, and Splat. So I'm gonna go with this. I can't import this one here. I can't import this one here either. And I can't import this one either. The hell? All right, so I think we need to open the but I had the textures and all that was working. So that's me here. But I think the fuck is going on here? Cool. Cool. All right, cool. So we have imported into the viewport, but the textures are kind of missing but on what I can tell right now. Splat. Okay, there's any way. Oh no, we have so many options here now. I mean, not so many options. Niagara system. But for a second, I had the texture. I'm gonna delete this, force delete, get them out, and import it again. Yeah, for some reason comes with broken textures. But let's see if we put a light. Would that work? So point light. Fine, disable this and this. Okay, so I think this is, you know, the scene. If I put a light here, I think I need to go here. I need to do React light. Oh, it works. So the only thing we need right now to fix is the textures. And I think we sorted the problem of importing the Gaussian splatting into a real engine and cast the light, so we can clearly see that the light is casting, but the textures are gone. Let's actually ChatGPT. Not you. Go back here, go here, and that worked. However, there is no however, there is no texture visible in the new PLI file. How to restore the texture? Nice. Blah 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 blah. A PI can store color in two different ways per vertex. Color RGB values in the PI header vertex data. This means the mesh itself carries colors. Its info, no external texture is needed. In a real end, this shows up in a enable vertex color in the material. Oop. Nice. So I'm gonna do this. What did you say to me right now? I'm gonna copy this and try and see if I can paste it here. Vertex. What if I go here? Vertex. But what if I type color. Shape color. No. There's no color made here. And these ones are kind of not working, to be honest. Okay, class default Unreal. Even construction. Okay, now enable texture UV image like that. Only has geometry UV and texture must be applied manually. How you see no texture and why you see no texture? The convert screen you use probably only fix the header. What's the header? PY. Header PLY explained. Can someone help me understand why 2 PLY means into a header? Installing new version on or is existing walls structure engineering is asking for 2 PLY 10 nailed together, 2 and nailed together. How much space between the boards? Lol. I just want to understand header PLY explain. A PLFS starts with a header attribute which specifies the elements of a mesh and tire types. Their types followed by the list of elements itself. The elements are usually vertices and faces, but may include other entities such as edges, samples of range maps, and triangle strips. The fuck is this? Anyway, complicated shit. Let's crack on with our texture problem. Fix options. Thank you. Create a new material in Orinja. Add the vertex color node. Plug into output into base color. Okay. Create a new material. You know what? I'm gonna just draw you there to have it all the time. So I'm gonna create a new material. Splat conversion. I'm gonna add a vertex color node. Let's see if ChatGPT would get it. Okay. Plug the output into the base color. Which one is the output? So this is the input data, input. Plug the output into base color. So I do this also. This will display the color standard. Check if you have texture images. It should come with a texture. Check your export folder. No export. No, it doesn't automatically link them. All right, cool. This method doesn't really work. We're gonna move on to a different method. And the different method was from this that says 3D Gaussian Splatting converter. These are two ways to install a 3D Gaussian converter. Directly installing via pip. I can do that. Installation by clone to repository. Usage. Okay, let's see. So this one doesn't work. Okay. So directly Tom. I'm gonna do like this cmd. We're gonna open the command prompt. We're gonna try to install this converter, keep connecting to install build dependencies. Done. We're gonna try to install a converter. Let me know when you're done. So right now we are installing the direct installation via pip, direct installation for the app from GitHub using pip. This method is straightforward and recommended for most of the users. Now this one has been installed. And then if you prefer to clone the repository and install it from a different source, follow these steps. I do want to do that. Paste. Okay, usage. Here are some basic examples to get started. Convert the engine to cloud compare for RGB addition. Hold on, because this covers cloud compare from back. Apply density filter during compare. Apply. Oh, this is a little bit complicated. So what I'm gonna do. Okay, so install this. I'm gonna ChatGPT this because I think on the left we have the GitHub installation process, and on the right my file. Help me run the steps. Always use ChatGPT, especially when you do this kind of complicated stuff where you don't know anything about it. Okay, okay, cool. So let's see. Here, so open CMD and run CMD. Do I have a CMD open? Yeah, I think I have this CMD open. Let's see this. I'm gonna run it again. Sometimes it's getting confused. So CMD. It's coming here. And then I'm gonna go, so open the CMD and run this. Okay. Okay, now it's the big issue. PostShot origin inputs your piano. I think now it's converting it. And it did convert. And it did convert. And it's done. Convert is kind of cool. That's it. So this is the second time we are converting. And let me see. Let me see if we can import this one. Fingers crossed if it's gonna be with texture. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna leave these ones in the description once we finished. Stay important. Create a simple map with the vertical and connect to the base. Apply it to the mesh for the quality. Okay. So back to Unreal Engine now. I don't need this material. I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna get back to it just in case. I'm gonna move. Okay, I think I can do no. I can do this. So this, it's a no. It doesn't work. I'm gonna delete it. And oh no, not with you. So this and this, I'm gonna delete it from here. And now I'm going to import the second conversion that we did. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna import it. Okay, so now we have the PostShot, CC, poster, CC, actor. Let's see which one I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't drop this, but I can drop this. All right, so it comes with the same issue. I think I need to understand how to apply the texture. How to apply the texture. So I think this is the center. So if I do here, create a simple material with a node. So I do have this, right? So I do have this. And now I do have the vertex color. Apply to the mesh with the ground colors. So I think what I can cheat, but I don't want to cheat this way. So I can get, this texture, but this texture is created from the photogrammetry, the one made in reality capture. But I don't want to use this. I want to use the splat. What if I put it here? No. How to assign texture to PLI file in Unreal Engine. No. Importing PLI into Blender with colors. Yes. I have a PLF file that I open in Blender. Let's see. Obviously. I want to export this mesh with the colors to UE4, so I exported it as FBX. However, upon importing to UFB, the colors are lost. Why the colors not be imported? I'm very new to the entire modeling sphere, so I don't know if I have to bake the colors to a texture to something. Okay. So what I found was that you can just export it like that and then use the vertex color node. Then the colors was shown without the problem. How did you apply the colors? My solution is to go to the materials inside the Blender and make colors inside the select. When you import in Unreal Engine, would make important material and color. This is without using texture. What I found out was that you can just export it like that and then use the vertex color node, and the color was shown without any. But how? How did you apply the color my solution? Okay, well, I found vertex color. I know a lot of time passed, but could you show how you managed to do it? I have a pair coming from conversion object with the color vertex. Per vertex, I can see the color in Blender, both in Blender, rendering in Nemo Solid with the texture cycles to read more than but if I export it being real shows the gray and I hit. As it's written, you just use the curve and nose inside the material. And that's it. Like I have this one, bro. Okay, I'll save this. All right. I will save this. And then what? I'm gonna just apply it there. I can't apply. Vertex, no. So I'll maximize this. I'll go here and then it shows box. Box to crop box. Bro, I think you're full of shit. A different source. Help me help with assigning texture to material. New to Unreal Engine like myself, and I've been importing FPS and all texture. No, not with you. No, 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 I don't want that. How to apply texture PI assets creation. Hello, I need to export the mesh in PLI format to import in so, but I know that the texture is degraded at the time of export. Why? Blah blah blah. Is there a way to avoid this compression? Here's the texture. Blah blah blah. Hi, it is because the PLI does not have a texture applied and their vertex color at this moment export does not support UV for texture. Does your use case specifically requires the PLI format? Anyway, yeah. Don't know exactly what. Let's ask ChatGPT. Can you tell me in details how to apply the texture back to the PLI file with the vertex color? Okay, don't open the things. In content browser, directly material, open the material editor inside the graph. Yes, bro. I'm right here. I'm right here. I think I can do this. So I have an app that I can click on this and it's gonna be always on the top. So what does it say? Material name, open the material editor inside the graph, add the vertex color. That's what I've done. Boy. Connect vertex color base. That's how is connected vertex color in the material editor. This is pissing me off. Pum pum pum. Perfect. You're gonna do which is exactly the course of. Can I do multiple ones? No, I can't do multiple ones. What does it say here? Apply the materials and Right, guys, so I'll get back to you on this one. I'm gonna do another stream where I will show what was the issue and how we can go above this issue. At this moment in time, I don't really know, and I'm on the run. So thanks if you're watching this stream. If you're interested in Gaussian splatting, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to bring more educational content, especially on the visual effects, CGI, AI topic. So leave this one with me. I'll get back to you with a different stream trying to correct. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when I post the new stream. So talk to you in a bit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next